What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into something brand new. This is Batman Off-World. This is a story by Jason Aaron, and we are taking Batman away from Gotham. In an effort to protect all of Gotham, he has to leave Gotham. He has to traverse the darkest planes of space. He must find the monsters that threaten his home, and he must learn how to defeat them. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this brand new series, we are picking up in Space Sector 0909. This is the Slag Galaxy, an ungoverned galaxy. It is also 8 megaparsecs away from Earth. We have an alien ship that is currently picking up a much smaller ship. Not even sure how this unidentified alien species ship got out here, but they pick it up and they say to send it to the recruiters, that this will serve greatly for the war storm. As these two aliens begin to board this ship, they see how primitive it is. They laugh at the controls, at the way that this thing was dang near unable to even make it out here to begin with. But this is when they see him, the monster hiding in the shadows. They begin to open fire, but we can hear the commotion. They are being torn apart by something with some kind of wings, some kind of flightless bird. As they are getting these updates, we see Captain Sin, the captain of this ship, asking where is the alien now. As we pick up in the hangar bay, what we see is Batman making his way out of this ship, the artificial gravity messing with him in tremendous ways. Feeling sluggish but also weightless at the same time, barely able to breathe correctly. Everything about this place is screaming at him that he doesn't belong here, but he throws out his smoke grenades. He uses his surroundings to his advantage. They send in the robots to take care of him. They would much rather not have an organic go out there and be taken out. They have a war effort to get to, and so every flesh and blood they want to preserve. As the robots march out, we quickly learn that they have been taken down because Batman finding some kind of alien chainsaw. He begins to tear these robots to pieces, with Captain Sin saying that he is going to go down to the hangar. Batman sees that these aliens, they are not afraid of him. They don't know Batman. He hasn't instilled the fear inside of their hearts just of yet, but he plans to. This is where Captain Sin comes into the room, wondering why all of the trouble has been over this one small individual. But Captain Sin does say, "I will give you the first punch." With Batman charging up his fist, he goes to punch Captain Sin with 10,000 volts of electricity. And then Batman wakes up after being unconscious. He hit that guy with 10,000 volts and he didn't even flinch. He did hit Batman 3 times. Only 2 of them he does remember. Now he is down here with all of the captured, and the ones down here are no more friendly than the ones up top. This is where we have a Tamaranian show her face, saying that the bird boy owes her some money because she bet that he was going to die. But what she also does is ensure nobody messes with Batman. This Tamaranian's name is Ion, and Batman is able to understand all of them because while he was asleep, they put a lingo chip into his neck. Whispering in his ear, she tells him that you are locked up with the rejects, ones that don't cut it to be war stormers. They will keep you around until they are sick and tired of you, and then they'll send you to get asteroids out of the turbines. She tells him to get ready to move on my signal, but Batman says no. He has no intention of escaping this place. You see, Batman came here for a reason. He had purchased a newly developed prototype ship from Star Labs, paying $532 million for a one-way trip, but he believes that he had no other choice. The war storm is surrounded by an artificial generated stellar hurricane. This means it is impenetrable, inescapable. It travels the galaxy, abducting any able-bodied beings it finds. It forces them to train as mercenary soldiers. In the Slag Galaxy, most resources are reserved for the mining industry. that means weapons are very precious, while flesh is cheap, and so they are trained to kill with their hands. They perfect their killing blows with the help of combat training robots. And when those bots become too damaged, they are recycled. This is where we find Batman recycling these old robots. Because the captain had deemed him too puny for training, he was given this task. But his new task in his mind is surviving. As he goes to throw one of these robots away, he sees that it is still active, believing that he can get information from this. While he is mopping floors, he questions the robot on everything and anything. While he does this, Ion goes on to let him know that that robot can only tell you so much. Captain Sin is an Ikarian. He makes his fortune selling Stormers to the Black Sun Mining Company. There is no way to bribe yourself out of this. But the Tamaranian is very curious on why Batman is here. Why are you going after Captain Sin? After some deduction, she thinks that Batman is in love, thinking that he is doing all of this so that he can escape and get back to that love. And for Batman, it is true. There is a love that he is trying to get back to, but it is a love that he has to protect. That love is Gotham. As we pick up in the past with Batman fighting some villains, as he takes down these thugs and begins to do what Batman does best. This is where he learns that these guys today, they have hired some backup. They have brought in an off-worlder. Wanting to take Batman down once and for all, they hired some new muscle. This is where we see a soldier standing before Batman, the same species as Captain Sin. This man is from the War Storm. He begins to tell Batman that you are what everybody is so afraid of, because where he comes from, the Slag Galaxy would eat him alive. Batman throwing a punch and this man not even moving his face. We pick back up in present day. Batman fighting one of the robots, telling this robot that you can punch me back. What he wants is to learn the fighting styles of every alien species this robot knows. He wants to be able to counter everything because back in Gotham, Batman got the bricks beat off of him. He was taken down multiple times by Captain Sin and all those like him. He knows that he is not ready to fight them yet, that he is not anywhere close. But Batman is preparing. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Now, this was a fun issue. I always love a good story that takes our heroes away from Earth and throws them into random situations. Much like this one, but this one actually kind of makes sense. You see, the reason Batman is going off-world to begin with is to protect Gotham City. After this alien showed up on his doorstep, Batman recognized that these guys could be hired at any point at any time. And after Batman just got his butt whooped by one, he thought, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna go handle these guys. I'm gonna make sure that they can't come down to Earth, they can't show up at Gotham and just destroy everything. But it's more than that. This off-worlder showing up and beating Batman, it only showed him that he is not prepared enough to be the sole defender of Gotham. That if he wants to truly be this city's protector and guardian, he has to go learn from these off-worlders. Learn their tactics, learn their abilities, learn their skills. Know his enemy so that he can truly defeat them anytime they may show their faces. This is just so very much Batman. This is exactly what he would do in a situation like this. Like, I just got beat up by these aliens. Alright, bet. Let me head up there, meet these aliens, even if it means me being imprisoned and likely meeting my own death. I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna survive, I'm gonna learn from them, I'm gonna figure out every way to bring them down, and then I am going to crush them under my boot. And I cannot wait to see Batman wreck them. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything that has been going on with DC Comics, go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.